Capricorn. It's your girl Merch, the Big Body Bench. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped into your reading for Eclipse season, Capricorn. Let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, source, sky, universe, please allow me to tap in with my Capricorns. Sun, rising in North, know to see what messages you have for them for Eclipse season. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. As you come in, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new here. Share this video with someone that you love. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, send me a love donation. Follow me on any other platform or subscribe to my Patreon. I don't know what that was. Heavy on this energy. I feel like certain things being made known, certain messages coming through out of nowhere, certain signs. I feel like spirit could be really loud. Spirit could be really loud and in your face because you don't do subtle signs in a real way. I feel like shit being a little creepy, a little spooky, no bullshit, or you gotta watch who you talk about. Others gotta watch how they talk about you because you pop up talking shit. I was a spirit they conjured. I was in the room. That energy. I also really feel like you doubt somebody's magic. You doubt how powerful someone is. And so they pull up in spirit to remind you, to tell you, to show you. Oof. Something about that shit. I said what I said. I feel like it's startling the way that spirit lets you know certain things, gives you certain messages. Fire could be relevant. It could be necessary to make sure that you double check things that are on fire. That part. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I feel like there's a warning. Somebody's on the way. Somebody's coming. Somebody's on the way. An air sign. A lot of Aquarian energy coming through. And Aquarius is on the way, or the police are on the way. The law is on the way. Could be a Libra, could be an Aquarius. Could be a Gemini, but lot of Aquarian energy coming through. I'm really cold. Death. Death is near. Death is around. So we're in the season of death. Even with these readings, these eclipse readings, having a little air of being a little morbid. I mean, we are in this season of morbidity, you know, that energy. But I feel like you don't do something full-time. You don't do something full-time, or you don't do something enough to be considered full-time. You don't do something enough to be as effective as someone who does it full-time. You like, yeah, I can feel a little bit of something, or I can see I'm making a little progress, but I'm not making the progress this person is making, or, you know, I make some sort of impact in some way, but I'm not making the impact that I want. I'm not getting the reach that I want, the acknowledgement that I want. It's not as potent as I want it to be. You could be making something and it's not as potent. Something is not as effective as you want it to be. Why does this person have more of an effect on you than I do? More of an effect on other people than I do? You don't do it nearly as enough as they do. Someone does something full-time, you don't. Or they put their all into it. They really study. They give everything to what it is that they're doing. You don't. Or they've dedicated their life to what it is that they do. You don't. You don't, you haven't, or you never go on to. It's too much responsibility for you, ironically. I feel like having such great admiration and respect for somebody, some of you never let them know this. Some of you do. Some of you never let them know this. You never tell them this. But because they go on to do things that you could never commit to, because they have responsibility that you could never take on, or you don't know how they could take it on. Needing to really respect others is maybe somebody in particular making you making it easier for you to see others that way, not just them. It may start with someone in particular, and recognizing this in them, the amount of responsibility that's on them, the amount of things that they have to do or they take care of, they handle with grace, or they handle without really complaining or letting people see them sweat even when they are in fact sweating, or the amount of responsibility that they have on their plate that they take on, that they continue, that they handle, they don't give up on, you know, realizing that you could never do it or you don't have to do it, and how much respect you have for them for what they do, for what they've done. This could be for you or in general for others. I just feel like your performance some way or somehow is mediocre, and it's because you only do it sometimes, or you only feel good or powerful or free sometimes, not all the time. You need to ask yourself if you want to feel that all the time. Really tussling with the divine because you don't feel confident to go in the direction that you've been called to. Putting it off. Right. But part-time. Someone does not play the position to get the title. Someone wants to be treated like a wife, but they don't show up. Or treated like a husband or a boyfriend, but they don't show up. And you ain't never played the role, or you're not playing the role. You're not here to do it. Someone is MIA. Someone is missing in fucking action. Someone wants to be treated or respected as the mother, as the father, but they're not present. They're not active. You got to put in that work to have that bond with me, to be considered close to me. I also really feel like the divine on the other, is heavy on this energy of this being your ancestors on the other side are like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? We need more of a voice. We need more love. We need more attention. I just feel like whatever it is that you're doing or however it is that you've been honoring them is not enough. It is not enough. I don't care how much time you've been spending with them. For some of you, you've been spending no time with them at all. For some of you, this is definitely, this is a parent on the other side. Heavy on there being a parent on the other side who is like, yo, you haven't honored me at all. You don't spend no time with me at all. You don't love me at all. It could be a grandparent or a grandparent who is more like a parent to you. But then for others of you, it's your ancestors. You spend a whole lot of time with them, give them a whole lot of offerings, but you're not honoring them the way they want to be honored, or you are not diving into spiritual practices that they keep giving you signs, they keep guiding you, that they want you to explore. You want to connect with them in the way that you want to connect with them, and they keep trying to show you through others or through signs, symbols, experiences, certain situations to show you. There being certain synchronicities, certain things popping up, being to connect through your lineage, your culture. I feel like you being really afraid and not wanting to admit, being really afraid of where you come from, being really afraid of how magical shit gets, or the sacrifices that are made. This could be somebody's spiritual practices include sacrifices. Or someone's a religion. It's a whole lot. Or you are afraid that this is the case. This is why you don't dive deeper into something. You're afraid of what you will lose, what you will sacrifice, what the price will be. But I feel like you lose someone great. You lose a connection with someone great if you do not dive deeper. You lose out on a phenomenal experience, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, or a connection with someone that will never be replaced. I feel like someone is special, unique. That energy. Hi. Yeah, isn't that shit crazy? Yo, he walked in and said, "Are you working?" I was sleeping 10 minutes ago. I am. I'm getting off. I'm almost done. Literally. Yeah, it's just wild. I know. I woke up out of my sleep to do this reading. They were loud. So many messages may come to you in your sleep. You need to give them fresh out of your sleep. Or you do. That's when you're the clearest. You may wake up in the middle of the night and get messages from the divine. They may start talking to you. You need to honor that. Anyway, personally, I just feel like not pouring into yourself, giving yourself the love that you need, needing to focus on things that hurt, not giving them the time, the energy, the attention. Someone needs to go get help for certain things, or there are things that have been hurting that you don't want to look at, you don't want to talk to, you rather not deal with, you rather tell yourself you don't care about, being really disconnected from someone you should be extremely close with, and telling yourself you don't care about it. The divine wanting you to look at this now. I feel like needing to be really cautious, be really careful, be really cautious about how you move forward in a connection with someone, or how you cause someone pain, or someone's only memory of you is pain, or your only memory of someone is pain, or also really feel like let a connection, someone is so sad or so overwhelmed with the fact that the connection is over. This is you, can't move on from someone who has died, so can't get over the pain that you're killing yourself with how you're showing up, or literally having really terrible experiences in a connection with someone. Y'all should be growing and healing together, or if you revisit this, it's all bad in a real way, or someone does not know how to let go or accept taking a loss, or accept you telling them no. You need not be around this person, or you cannot handle being rejected by this person. I just feel like, but you can't look at the way that you've hurt them. But I just feel like having to tell somebody no from a distance, that energy, I just feel like walking backwards out the room. That energy. Not taking your eyes off somebody, walking backwards out the room, or this is how they feel about you. Someone does not feel safe with you, safe around you. Feel like being extremely prosperous. If I'm gonna be honest with you, spirit, being around the work that you do, being really powerful, or the work that someone does is really powerful. Feel like being on the wrong side of this person is you don't want to be on the wrong side of this person, and have you on someone working with a really powerful fucking deity, fire, that loves fire. Big Kali Ma energy coming through in a real way. Someone's candle magic is powerful. This could be in regards to their work. Somebody's doing candle magic when it comes to work, to their career, the change they want in their life. They want their career to take off, their business to thrive. Again, I feel like someone's plotting to take your position, plotting to take you out somehow, jealous in some way, or wants more from you, is asking more of you from work. You're not delivering. You really feel like someone needs you, or your position is solidified. They're thinking about how to replace you, or someone can already tell that you're ready to go, or if you play yourself and you take too long to go, something's going to happen where your job ends up being on the line, or you end up getting fired because spirit told you to go. Some of you have a boss that doesn't like you as much as you think they do, or they're really emotionally manipulative, or you don't love what you do anymore. You may have once upon a time, I feel like some of you're afraid to say that. You feel bad about saying that your heart is not in what you've been doing anymore, because what you do is important, or working in general is so important to you. Or literally you haven't put your all into your business. It's not important to you anymore. You've been driven by the wrong things. You've been driven by money, or you were driven by money. You ain't driven by that shit anymore, so you can't do what you were doing, the career you were doing. But I also really feel like being really disconnected from your purpose, from your passion, or your personal business. It's suffering. You're not giving it full time. You being hard to be able to call yourself a business owner, or being hard to be able, you're supposed to be a business owner. You're still worrying about how you're going to work for somebody else. you were never meant to, or you're not meant to, or that season of your life is over and you don't honor this, that part. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. My husband is home. I love you. It's your girl, Mercy, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.